Welcome to PVT Express News. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. And now, here's today's content. In today's Chinese entertainment industry, almost every celebrity rises with the backing of a powerful management company. Behind the glamorous appearances, trending topics, luxury endorsements, and hit dramas lies an invisible force: capital. Big agencies provide resources, connections, marketing teams, and endless exposure. For many young actors, signing with a major company is seen as the fastest path to fame. But one actress chose a completely different road. Songyun has spent years quietly breaking the rules of the entertainment industry. She didn't rely on a giant agency, didn't depend on aggressive marketing campaigns, and never built her career around manufactured scandals or constant publicity. In an era where internet traffic often determines an actor's value, her success feels almost unbelievable. Many people were shocked when they discovered that Songyun was not operating under the traditional celebrity system. Without a massive company pushing her onto trending lists, without marketing accounts creating endless online discussions, and without capital constantly packaging her image, how could she survive in such a fiercely competitive industry? Yet she not only survived, she thrived. While many stars exhaust themselves chasing attention, Songyun chose stability over noise. She rarely participates in meaningless variety shows simply for exposure. She avoids unnecessary scandals and refuses to use emotional drama to gain popularity. Instead, she spends most of her energy on one thing: acting. That decision has made her stand out in an entertainment world increasingly filled with short-lived fame. Some people call her bold. Others think she is simply smarter than most. Because long ago, Songyun seemed to understand a truth many celebrities eventually learn too late: traffic can create popularity, but only good work creates lasting value. At first glance, many assume Songyun works entirely alone. But the reality is far more impressive. Rather than depending on a traditional entertainment company, she gradually built her own studio system. According to industry insiders, her career revolves around two major studios, one focused on film and television production, and another responsible for business operations and artist management. On the surface, these studios may look ordinary. But behind them lies a major shift in identity. Songyun is no longer just an actress waiting for opportunities. She has become someone who controls them. In the past, many actors had little say in their own careers. Companies selected scripts, assigned roles, arranged collaborations, and planned promotional strategies. Actors simply followed instructions. But Songyun chose another approach. She personally evaluates scripts, carefully selects roles, discusses directors, and even participates in planning promotional direction. That level of control changes everything. It means she is not merely standing in front of the camera anymore, she is becoming part of the decision-making process behind it. This is one reason her career has remained remarkably stable over the years. She rarely appears in poorly received dramas. She almost never experiences public image scandals. Her projects feel carefully chosen because she understands what suits her and what is truly worth investing her time in. In today's entertainment environment, that kind of clarity is incredibly rare. Many fans have wondered why Songyun never signed with a major agency despite having the opportunity. After all, large companies can secure top resources, fight for major IP projects, arrange media exposure, and rapidly increase an artist's popularity. The answer is surprisingly simple: freedom. Behind the glamorous image of signing with a major company often comes a long list of restrictions. Artists must follow company schedules, cooperate with business strategies, and sometimes accept projects they personally dislike. Some actors film non-stop throughout the year with almost no rest because the company prioritizes profit and traffic growth above all else. Over time, many celebrities slowly lose their original passion. They become products of an entertainment machine. Songyun clearly didn't want that life. She preferred moving slowly rather than sacrificing her choices. She valued long-term stability more than temporary fame. Even if it meant earning less or facing greater risks, she wanted control over her own future. And that decision required enormous courage. Without a large company protecting you, every responsibility falls onto your own shoulders. There is no corporation to handle crises, smooth over controversies, or rescue failed decisions. Every choice becomes your own burden to carry. But Songyun endured that pressure, and the results proved her right. In fact, what the entertainment industry lacks most today is not popularity, it is stability. Many celebrities become famous overnight only to disappear just as quickly. One moment they dominate social media, and the next they are forgotten. Audiences constantly move on to the newest sensation. Songyun, however, feels different. She doesn't rely on explosive marketing campaigns, yet she maintains strong popularity year after year. She rarely creates controversy to attract attention. Instead, she focuses on delivering performances audiences genuinely remember. And that kind of success lasts longer. Viewers may forget a trending topic within days, but they remember characters that touched them emotionally. That is where Songyun's true strength lies. Perhaps even more importantly, she understands balance. In recent years, many actors have openly spoken about suffering from anxiety, exhaustion, and emotional burnout caused by relentless schedules. The entertainment industry often treats celebrities like machines that must constantly produce content and attention. Songyun refuses to live that way. She knows when to rest. She knows how to slow down and enjoy life. Because she understands something very important, only people who truly experience life can portray emotions sincerely on screen. Her calmness has become one of her most attractive qualities. Of course, independence is not as easy as it sounds. Without a major company managing everything, an independent actor must possess extremely strong professional judgment. From negotiating contracts and managing business partnerships to coordinating teams and evaluating market trends, every step requires careful planning. A single mistake could damage an entire career. Yet Songyun handles it all with remarkable steadiness. Her team may not be large, but it is highly efficient. There is little meaningless hype, very little excessive marketing, and almost no desperate attempts to dominate social media trends. Instead, the focus remains on quality work and long-term growth. That is why so many people within the industry admire her. In an environment increasingly driven by profit and traffic, people who remain rational and clear-headed are becoming rare. Songyun represents exactly that kind of intelligence. And perhaps her ambitions go even further. Many experienced actors eventually realize that acting careers have limits. The industry changes quickly, and age can gradually reduce opportunities. Truly wise people understand they cannot remain only in front of the camera forever. Songyun seems to understand this very well. By building her own studio system, she is already preparing for the future. In the years ahead, she may participate more deeply in investment, original project development, talent cultivation, and production management. She is slowly transitioning from performer to creator. That transformation is incredibly important. Actors who control content and production are no longer limited by age or trends. They gain the ability to shape the industry itself rather than simply survive within it. This is why many people believe Tan Songyun's vision is far more long-term than outsiders realize. She is not chasing temporary fame for a few years. She is building a foundation that could last decades. And perhaps the most powerful reason audiences continue to love her is something much simpler than strategy or business. Authenticity. Modern entertainment is filled with carefully designed personas. Some celebrities manufacture perfect images. Others create fake relationship rumors to maintain attention. Many constantly market themselves in ways that eventually feel artificial. Audiences notice. Over time, people become tired of performances that feel fake off-screen as well as on-screen. Tan Songyun, however, feels natural. She doesn't appear distant or overly packaged. Instead, she comes across like an ordinary person who simply works seriously and lives sincerely. That authenticity resonates deeply with modern audiences, especially in an era where so many people feel pressured to chase success at impossible speeds. Her story quietly reminds people of something important: you do not always have to follow the crowd. You do not need to depend entirely on powerful systems to succeed. Sometimes moving slower, staying clear-headed, and protecting your independence can take you even further. Tan Songyun's journey is no longer just the story of an actress. It has become a rare attitude toward life itself. While others desperately chase fame, she chooses patience. While others rely heavily on capital, she chooses independence. And while the entertainment industry grows increasingly superficial, she continues focusing on her work. She proves that the strongest people are not always the loudest. And lasting success does not always belong to those with the most money, the biggest companies, or the most aggressive marketing campaigns. Sometimes, the qualities that matter most are clarity, discipline, patience, and persistence. Step by step, Tan Songyun is carving out a completely different path in the entertainment industry, one that may be slower and more difficult, but also far more genuine. And perhaps that is exactly why so many people admire her. Please join the discussion. Feel free to leave comments. Welcome to my channel. Thank you all.